So you gotta get your comments up. Why not? Blah, 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 blah. That's not it. Why is it not going to the new one? What's up, guys? Anybody out there yet?
Hello, hello.
CD, Malachi, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Okay, so we'll get started here in a minute. Yeah, so it was kind of a joke, but I did it too early. I was gonna do it at 6:30, and I looked at the clock wrong. So my bad. You know, this is cool. It's a cool format, but it would be so much better if you guys could just freaking talk.
Yeah, that'd be kind of neat.
So just do me a favor. I'm probably going to say this multiple times tonight. We're newer at this, so just go slow on or give us a second on the questions, just so I can catch up and make sure I'm here doing the right stuff. Well, man, I hope everybody's having a great day. Does anybody notice anything different? Comment, hurry and comment if you see something different.
There's nothing different. Not one single thing has changed.
Does anybody see anything different?
It's the same fret knot you know and love.
Whatever. So, well, if you haven't noticed it yet, guys, somebody, and it damn sure wasn't me, got a haircut.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it was getting too long up there.
Well, I hope everybody's doing good. We got lots of stuff to talk about. We're not going to keep you guys forever tonight. Well, we're basically doing this so we could have a chance to maybe give you guys a chance to answer. Green background.
The walls kind of look green. Maybe. I don't know.
Can you not see our regular? Colt looks like an accountant. Exactly. That's what I said when he walked in. I'm like, what the hell happened? So you guys can see everything? You can hear everything? I'll wait. Don't worry.
Hopefully that's a yes.
Colt got a haircut. There we go. So I guess there's a lag to a certain degree.
A little bit.
So what we're going to do tonight, we just want to get to kind of know you guys and give you guys a chance to ask us some questions. Remember, at 7:30, so a little over an hour from now, there's another video coming out, and that's a winning video. So make sure you go check that out. Mm-hmm. Check out those. It's another duel. And we got lots of stuff to discuss real quick. And we just want to give you guys an avenue to ask us questions. And honestly, we're probably going to ask y'all a lot of questions too.
Yeah.
Be honest about it. That is what Colton's job is. Every time he gets here, he has to go get that. Hey, Mike, how's it going, man? You like that 7-string? That's good.
Nice.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm the same way, CD, man. I'm like, it ain't me that got a haircut. So it's all good.
It was about time to get a haircut.
So when he came in tonight, I'm like, brother, do you need to borrow a toboggan? You need a hat. So you'll feel better off. You know what I mean? So it's all good.
Yeah. Got a haircut, and then my mom cuts my hair. She's cut my hair for as long as I've been alive, and she's like, "Let me cut your beard too." I was like, "Okay, fine. You can cut the beard too."
Right. Well, so somebody take the lead and tell me what's going on in your world. What are you guys doing these days? We pretty much live the same life as you guys do. We just happen to be on the other side of the damn camera. So tell us what's going on with you guys. Anybody wrote any cool riffs? Anybody playing a lot? Anybody playing out? Anybody doing anything? And to answer your question, every time Colton walks in the door, that's what goes in his hands.
Yes.
That dark matter. It's really nice.
It's fun to play on.
I think you guys hear us okay and everything. I think there's a lag on this as far as, when we see stuff coming in and out. So if it takes me a second to answer a question or something, you'll understand why. Hey, you know what I did find out on here? Check this out. I found a way to put that. Did that blow y'all's eardrums off? Because I really can't see levels. So, I literally just finished my 90s Jackson over Super Strat rebuild repainting project, fellas. I painted it EVA stripes, nice, but in the colors of the Green Bay Packers. Imagine that. Now you're from Vermont, right? And you're a Green Bay Packer fan. What happened to the Patriots? As far as the recordings, I know this. It looks different from the other side, but we're not complaining because we love what we do. But between the hectic schedule I work, the hectic schedule that he works, he has a young child. I have a 8-year-old. He has a 2-year-old. We both have wives, so our time is limited on what we can, have time to do. I do work with him on pretty much every song, but I'm pretty much on the production side. But all the stuff he plays is his, and all the stuff I play is mine. We may do something together in the future, but to be honest with you, what has to happen for that is we got to have some time.
Yeah, we'd probably need I don't know, like a lot of what we like the demos and the mixes that you see us play and hear us play are, for me, sometimes those are done in about like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it takes an hour and a half if I just am hitting a wall and have writer's block, which it happens. So I feel like maybe between the both of us, we would need like maybe 2.5, 3 hours of our day to just maybe try and write something.
Well,
together.
And you know what we may do here in the future? I played bass in a lot of bands, and we may kind of keep everything the way it is, and it may be something to where he plays guitar and I just play bass to whatever he's playing, or cool. Something like that. You know what I mean? We may be able to work something like that out. Okay, would it be a problem if I won the giveaway and I'm from Europe? No, it would not be a problem. Now, let me explain really quick. So, we have shipped guitars out of the country. We've shipped multiple to Canada. We shipped one to Australia, but please understand this. It's not against anybody. That was before tariffs. We will look at it. If you win one, it cost me more to send the guitar to Australia than we paid for the guitar. And that was pre-tariff. There's sometimes the import duties, like sometimes I can get it to the country pretty cheap, and then you pay the fee to get it in. But whenever I try to ship UPS, they don't let me see the fee that you pay. So no, if you're out of the country, it does not exclude you. We may have to come up with a creative solution. The guy that was in Australia, it cost so much to ship that guitar there. I was just going to try to order him a guitar in Australia and let him go pick it up. But the guitar we gave him was from a local builder here, and you can't buy that. And he really wanted it. And I was like, screw it. I'm not buying you a cheap guitar. You know what I mean? I'm just going to ship this to you so you have an MWS guitar. So I hope that answered your questions. Yes, you can please do that. Anything you guys have like that. If you want to send us pictures, man, of your guitars playing, don't send anything that could be kind of iffy on YouTube. Otherwise, I wouldn't care, but YouTube's weird. But anything like that, man, send us pictures in your shirts. No, at the moment, no. We've both played. I played extensively for years and years. I've probably been in 25 bands, but I had to be honest with you, until we started this show, I really hadn't even played in about 6 years because of my work. I didn't really have any time. And for about 5 of those years, I didn't even own a guitar.
I've been kind of like in and out of projects with really
Yeah,
just like
he's got-
playing with friends, but I've never really like officially been in a band or anything.
Yeah,
no.
but that stuff you guys was doing, man, that stuff should have hit the radio, man. That was badass. But I didn't mean to say that. Anyway, so as of now, the answer to your question is no, we don't have a per se band. I kind of got, I don't know how to explain it. I'm nobody. I played in so many bands and so many bars, so many venues, and we did get signed to a record deal, but it was one of those record deals that you need to stay away from if you know anything about business. And after that, I just kind of became disgruntled and quit for a while. Plus, I was working a job that was 18 hours a day, so I didn't really have a choice. So
kind of jaded to it.
Yes, very jaded to the whole process, and was sitting around bored one day and went and bought that PRS hanging up there behind me, and it kind of started a downhill slope. And my wife is always like, just go buy you a guitar. And I'm like, you don't understand. You don't just buy one guitar.
Yeah, you don't buy just one.
After I bought that guitar, she said, now go get you an amp.
Yeah.
And I was like, anyway, so we're just wasting y'all's time.
Enabler.
Yeah, we're just wasting some time tonight. We're only going to stay on. We'll give you a few minutes break. That our regular video for tonight comes out at 7:30. What I would like to establish out of this is just kind of meet and greet with you guys, and we want to try to do this. We have to stay way ahead of the curve to be able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! So I work at a technical institute for brain surgery. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Mike, what's up, man? It's good to see you. I'm in real estate, and Colton is in tech.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. I've done a little bit of everything, and so has Colton. But that's what we're doing right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the gig as of now.
Yeah. So did you wear your, what I was going to tell you before you came over? You wore your Slow. I was like, man, that's not even wear Fret Night tonight. We just wear our Soleil shirts.
Soleil with the Soleil.
Yeah. There you go. Combo amps to your lineup. Now, when you say, would we add them as in playthrough, or would it be something we would review, or elaborate a little bit, and I'll be able to help you on that.
Somebody said something about MWS up top.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay. So Malachi, we have been in touch with him. I talked to him twice this week. He's actually doing something. He's actually doing something for us here in the next little bit. We're going to be touching a little bit of stuff. We're going to be working with him on some stuff here real quick. So you live stream on OBS and it works great. So let me tell you why we're not on OBS. I got a hint from somebody else, not in this field, but that live streams. And they're like, if you've never really worked on live streams, don't get OBS the first time. So this is a free version. It's just here for us to kind of get our feet wet, and then we're going to probably move something else. The architectures, you give so many axes away, but people often have trouble obtaining decent amps. You are correct. Let me tell you why, Will. Let me tell you why we've never given away an amp. And we want to give away amps. If I buy an amp, did you? Nice, Mike. If I buy an amp, I got to get it to me. And then I got to pack it up and ship it to you. And amps, as we all know, weigh a lot. So what we've been working on, yes, so I have a Solar A16 Evertune. I have played many Kiesels. I don't order one, and I'll explain that in a minute, Mike. But Will, what we're probably going to end up doing is I'm going to, I don't know what show, but I'm going to kind of pre-purchase an amp. The problem with it is I can't demo it because I'm not going to pay to ship it to me and then pay to ship it back to you. So what we may do is we may kind of compile a video of an amp, and then for the drawing, we may be giving you in essence a card to Sweetwater or Guitar Center or something, so you can do it.
Yeah,
because they can afford to ship it. They eat all that. It's just tough, man, for me to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Joe, what's up, man? Good to see you. I hope you're liking that art. You have the Andy James models? Nice, Mike. Are you that 7-string? So you do play out live periodically or some? I hope you do, because that thing sounds amazing.
Nice.
The Joyo. Yeah, okay, so I've seen all those. And I wouldn't have a problem doing that. When I think about amps, I'm thinking about something like this over in the corner.
Lunchbox amplifier. So they're
So
that small, huh?
yeah, they're like that big.
Nice.
And they're most of them are like, they've even got 20-watt tube amps.
Yep. So they're like a smidge smaller than like the the what's it called?
Spark.
Yeah.
Yep. Hollow, we are on the Gulf Coast of America. Yeah, I told you, man. It's really tough online to tell people how good pickups are. But dude, and honestly, I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag for just a second, guys. We're working on a couple things for you right now, and since you're on the live, we'll go ahead and announce this. We've been trying to figure out a way to do another modded guitar, and tried to figure out what we were going to mod. Hang on. Hey, that's nice. There's a hybrid amp with a 12A7. Ooh. Yes, please send us a video, Mike. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we contacted Torsten and got to talking to him, and I was going to buy one of their ST1s, and we were going to yank out all the pickups and the stuff in it and make it a hot rod. Well, after we talked for a little while, Torsten has his own pickup that he's had made, and it's a quad rail. And he has one guitar with one quad rail in it. And I was like, that's cool, man, but, I really want to make a double pickup. I want to, da-da-da-da-da. So this is what we did. We got together with him, and we bought an ST1. He's putting two quad rails in that ST1. They're going to do it all up with the highest end stuff. They're setting it in our tuning, doing all the setup for us, and he's sending it to us, and we're going to give it to you guys.
Yep.
You're going to order Aurora tones. You have the ultraviolet. So the ones that I'm getting in next, Mike, are the Leviathans. I've never heard them on a 6-string, but on a 7-string, they sound amazing. Check out the Leviathans. If you like the sound of Ragnaroks, if you like the sound of Ragnaroks from Bare Knuckle, the Colossus pickups from Cody are really close, almost identical. And I'm probably going to build a guitar with those in it too.
Yeah, those Aurora tones are nice. I love them.
So here's a little, and I don't know if I'm even supposed to be saying this, but since it's live, it's okay. The quad rail, the pickups are $19K. Did you hear me? $19K quad rail pickups. We ought to have that in like a week. And yeah, that's going to be a good deal. Yeah, I've seen the Slug now. I haven't played on it, Mike. What's it like? Are you able to run that 48K wide open, or do you have to back that volume off? Is it? Can you speak into the pickup and hear yourself? That's a pretty strong pickup.
Mm-hmm.
So this guitar together is going to have 36, but it's a 19 or 38. It's going to be a 19. You think it's great? Well, I might have to check it out. Yes, 19K. You're going to have to feed them raw meat. Just to give, if you're not familiar with it, like our ultraviolets or anything that's super hot like that, they're between 15 and 16, and these are coming at 19. That's kind of getting in a little iffy area on 19K, but I think it's going to be a great deal. But that ain't even the best part. I mean, that's the great part.
It's a good part.
And Colton didn't know anything about this till tonight. But, I'm sometimes, if I'm not on here, I just can't quit doing stuff. So never heard of quad rail, looked it up, right? Well, he had one made, and he had it made for a specific guitar. And then he showed it to me, and we got talking about it. So he ordered another one. And so this guitar he's making for us is going to have 2 of those in it. 2 yards, what's up? So what do you think of the Pro Buckers, man? I've been wondering about those. Hey, what's up, Chris? You doing all right? I've been wondering about those. I know the Burstbuckers, they want like $500 a set for them, but high voltage guitar has 17K. That's true at the bridge position, 13 in the neck. Okay. So I love the JB and the Jazz for what it does, but I do prefer the ultraviolets all day. But the JB and the Jazz is probably the most versatile pickup out there. Hey, Tom, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
Right now, I don't know what these pickups. I don't. Torsten has his own manufacturer, and he may have had these specially done. I don't know. You'll have to ask him about that. Yeah, there's some Epiphone stuff that I really like. There really is. I'm not a huge Gibson fan anymore. I've had so many of them. I'm enamored. I'm not enamored with them anymore. On the you'll have to, when we get this guitar in, you'll have to check with Torsten. Hell, we might even get him on the show, just to hang out or whatever. But this is going to be a really good guitar. And I didn't get to tell you about the other one. We're going to mess around, run out of time. Me talking. All right. So if everybody on here is familiar with the Bald Shredder, now disclaimer, he's not a friend. I don't know him. I've talked to him once or twice online. Honestly, he may not even know who I am. So he may not put, name to anything. He has a direct line to IYV, Inya, over in Vietnam, and he gets guitars made. And he also has a direct line to Leo James. So when Leo James goes to NAMM and different shows, if the guitars don't sell, he gets those guitars dirt cheap. He buys them. Well, every once in a while, he puts some of those on eBay. So I bought one of those Leo James, the acrylic and wood version, but it's a special one. And it'll be here the day after tomorrow. And Cody at Aurora Tone is building us a matching set of Leviathans and shipping them to us. And we're going to put those in that guitar, and you guys are going to get a chance to win it.
Yep.
All right. Now I got to scroll back up. Y'all give me a second because I'm behind. I knew this was going to happen. Yeah, that's a smoking guitar, dude.
The weight of the Les Paul and the baseball bat neck.
So the one that we're giving away Saturday has a bigger neck than what we like to play on, but it's still not as big as that freaking 57 neck I used to have. That was like playing on a baseball bat. Mm-hmm. I know what you mean. Not enamored anymore either. Honestly, prices keep rising, and there are better options these days. Exactly. Originally, Bob said it tomorrow. Deactivators. So I was wondering if Crush Labs and Super Distortion. So the Super Distortions I've heard of the other two, but I don't really know those two pickups well enough to talk about them. Let's see. 20-inch radius.
Can't handle a fat neck. I don't blame you. I can't either. I like a good slim neck. This one's nice. I like that.
Oh, so in case you didn't know, you probably know, but we ordered a new Charvel, the new Pro Mod SoCal with an Evertune. The first one came in and it had a defect, so it got sent back, and we should have another one by next week. And you're really going to want to see that guitar. What's up, Tyler? You doing all right? Burnt Relic is in the house. Haven't talked to you in a bit, man. Hope everything's good in your world. Hope you're still liking that diamond. We all like a slim neck, brother. We all like a slim neck.
Mike said he has a Bjorn Gillette from In Flames. So the neck's a tree trunk.
Yes. Dude, so have you seen our tree trunk? But it's in the best way possible. It is the most playing a tree I have ever felt when I played a guitar, but it plays as good as anything I've ever played.
This is the Lacello 7.
That's a tree. That's a slab of wood right there, brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on a minute. Let me get back up here to 51. I remember them Big Paws, brother, owned a couple of 25 years ago in my younger days. I understand. I get it, man. I get it. So they're shaved to a 7-7 at the first fret. That makes sense. That makes sense. When we had Mara Jade on here, he likes to take whatever guitar he buys. He likes to take his necks and shave them down too. Yeah. He likes them even on Wizards. He still likes to shave them down from there. The Barchetta, it is a little fatter. Yeah. Yeah, that's true too. I like that. I like that. Yeah, this is a beefy guitar. When he sent it to me out of Canada, I was like, "What?"
That's that insignia that they have there is awesome.
That they lost a lot of trees in Canada when they made that one. Right? It's a 7. Yeah, everybody hit the thumbs up, or I don't know what you're supposed to do on here. We're really just doing a meet and greet, man. We're not live people. We just make videos. So
thanks for stopping by 2 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grain
thanks so much for coming. Yeah. And that's got ultraviolet, 7-string ultraviolets. And that you can go back out now that you see the guitar. If you didn't know about that guitar, go search our shorts. That thing is a beast.
Yeah, we've got a video on it. It's probably one of my favorite 7s that we've got.
Oh yeah. It's so much different than, say, our Ashwood. Our Ashwood is very proper and PRS-y, and you know what I mean? And very high class. And this thing is as high class, but it just looks like you drug it down the street. And it really does good that way. Yeah. It just does good that way. Not a fan of the guitar. I understand that. Thank you so much, Michael. We appreciate you. There's a lot of... if you notice on here, you don't really ever see me doing or Colton doing, guitars from other guitarists. I just, when I was young, I guess when I was really young and playing and learning, I wanted, I don't forget who it was, his guitar, Paul Stanley or whoever, his guitar. And I never did get it. And then once I was old enough my teenage years, I was old enough to buy a guitar. I was like, I don't want that guitar if it's got his name on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want one with my name on it.
Yeah, I want to play my own guitar. Right. Was that a donation from Mike there?
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay, hang on.
Mike.
I got something, Mike. I got to do it. It took me 30 minutes to figure this out, so I'm just going to do it. Okay, that's my extent of knowing how to live stream. There you go.
But yeah, we appreciate that
very
much.
So much.
That's awesome.
And I know I say this a lot, and I promise you guys, we try to cut all the fluff out of our videos. We want to keep those to 8 to 12 minutes so you can just watch them on the go, and it's not a big deal. But a lot of times we have so much crap we need to tell you, we just can't get to that. So please, there's no ulterior motive, but man, we just love to see pictures of you guys in the shirts. If you own shirts, we think that's amazing. If Colton and I wear ours out in public, either people are staring at us. It's probably because I'm weird if they're staring at me, but everybody's like, "What's that? What is that?" So we just think that's cool.
Yep.
And if you don't know anything about Lacello, Lacello, Canada, his name is Mario. Oh my God, go check that dude out. I have 3 of his guitars.
I love the neck work on this and the joint as well. It's just amazing.
Amazing. One of the nicest guitars you'll ever play. And they're not really bad priced. All right, anyway, I got to catch up now. Yeah, the most makeshift rig. You won the Hurricane Deluxe. Drag chain, what's up? Okay, that's who it is.
Nice.
I don't know, but I know who you are. I knew who you was because remember, I'm the one that addresses it to you. I sent it to you. Let's see. That's a riff Colton wrote a couple of weeks ago, and I needed some kind of something besides the little free stuff that comes with this that sounds like fairies and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I just opened up our studio, and I took the cursor and went down, and what it stopped on, I took a 4-minute section, cut it, sent it over here.
That'll work.
Yep. No, the white thing on the wall, that is a Lacello also, and that is an Oblivion. Get that for him. there's a long story, and I don't know if we have time to talk about all this stuff because I don't want to keep you. But I had ordered that guitar from him, and that guitar is made of Spanish cedar, and it was amazing wood. And I don't know if it's rare, but it's rare for him to get. And he likes to do a lot of natural stuff. And I said, man, I love your guitars, but check it out. I need one painted white and black. He's like, man, I'm not painting that Spanish cedar. And I said, well, if you want to sell it to me, you will. Anyway, he sold it to me. He did all the work on the guitar. He took it to a paint guy. The paint guy screwed it up. It was a big ordeal. He had to strip everything off of it. It took about 6 months, even though he built that guitar in about a month. It took about 6 months to get that guitar. And then just one day out of the blue, he called me and he goes, hey, I'm shipping your guitar.
Nice.
And that thing has got, it's got
the Fishman's.
It's got Fishman's in it, and what's his name? Slipknot. What's his name?
Oh, Jim Root.
Yeah, it's got I'm with the other guy.
What's
his
name?
Pickups.
Mick.
Yeah,
Mick
it's
Thompson.
got Mick Thompson. Mick Thompson, and there's a new short up on that too. You ought to go check it out. Man, it sounds really good.
It does.
That's an amazing guitar.
Mm-hmm. Plays real good. It's real light.
Tyler, what's going on? Oh, I see now. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. Right. So my whole life, pretty much, I've grown up with. They only named you that for the guy from The Cure, and I'm okay with it. It's not really my style of music. Hey, but you gotta know greatness when you see it. You know, they're really good. The first fret knot stickers, are you talking about the square ones, Mike, or the ones that have just the cutout? Yeah, it's that's one of my. I mean, I know I say it about everything I pick up, but dude, that's one of my favorite guitars ever. And he's still mad at me because I made him paint it.
Yeah, it's got some horns on it.
It's amazing. Yes. I was trying to see. I was gonna get back to. Let's see. Where was that? Where's it at? Pale Moon Ebony, horns. I need the cutout stickers. All right, so I think I'm out of the cutout stickers. But listen, here's the deal with the stickers. I order from one person. We've given out 100 guitars. Sometimes they send one, sometimes they send the other. A while back, they sent me one of each. That's why I had those, because there's one of them they don't make anymore. I'm working on it right now. We have the full flat ones. And another thing we're doing, guys, and if you've already won a guitar, it kind of sucks for you, but we're no longer putting the sticker on the box because it's just kind of dumb because you can't take it off. I don't know if you would want the sticker. It is what it is. Yes, I have Neural, I have Quad Cortex, and I have Nolly. I have Nolly X. I think Nolly X. I have Nolly X and Nolly. So we do a lot of stuff behind the scenes on a ton of different things. I'm playing right now. You're not gonna hear it because of the show, but I'm playing on Sleep Token stuff. I downloaded some of their presets. So,
but I think we're going to start including the sticker in the box.
Yes, Will asked if you was playing My Name Is Mud.
Oh yes, no.
So I have a really nice bass. It's a Schecter, but it's a higher end Schecter. But it's been in the case for 6 months. I didn't pull it out, so maybe that's something that we do too. I used to play bass in a couple of different bands years ago. I love bass guitar. I don't have to be the front person. No, that's what it is. So sometimes they send one man and sometimes they send the other. And the last time I complained because they sent one as opposed to the other. So next time I ordered, they sent me one of each.
So yeah, we'll put the stickers in the box, and then you can just put the sticker on the guitar.
No,
and then take a picture
that.
of it.
Don't ruin your guitar with a fret knot sticker. It's all good. If you want to throw it away, throw it away. But at least we're giving you the option to do what you want with it. I was able to save both of my fret knot stickers and even put one on the cabinet. That's what I'm talking about. Big 8 cutouts. I'll buy 5. Yes, put stickers in the box. Okay, I'll get some.
Yes.
If they've still got the cutouts, I think that's the one that they still have. I think they discontinued the flat ones.
The bass player makes everyone else sound great. So yes, you are
So
absolutely
Hollis
right.
said put it in the box, but sign it. Y'all don't want my name, and you don't want mine or Colton's name on that damn thing.
I have
It
chicken
just
scratch handwriting.
It'll ruin your sticker.
But I'll sign
Hey,
it
I
if you want
played
to sign.
bass in a lot of bands, man, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of the funnest times I've ever had playing live was playing bass, because you can just do what you want. Most people ain't even looking at you.
Yeah.
They're looking at whoever's singing or whatever. So I love that.
Mike said he's going to wear his fret knot shirt when he meets Lorna Shore.
That's what I'm talking about. Dude, take a
that.
picture. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So I have a really good friend, man, and I'm a huge fan of Lorna Shore, but I think that dude knows everything that's ever happened to those people since they were born. He's a big fan. Lavender BC Rich Warlock. Oh, I bet that 1,000-watt PV rig. Oh, boy, you were shaking it. Wasn't you shaking the ground with that thing? So I played, what is the name of that amp that every bass player plays through? I had a 412
Don't know.
of that cab. Oh, you like the CD too? Cool, cool. We got one more left, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to give it to you guys or if we're going to keep it. Ampeg, there you go. But we had 18-inch big subs out on the side of the stage, and I mic'd it and ran it half in there and half to the house and ran it through that. And if you hit an open B string on a 5-string, the whole place just kind of rumbled. It was really cool. That was really cool. I enjoyed that. I've had a heart key before, yes, but it was an Ampeg 412 with those white cones, white and black cones. You know what I'm talking? Or silver and black cones. Maybe they weren't white. Maybe they were silver. But I had one of those for a long time. That was what I ran everything to. Chimera. Oh, nice. I love the Jackson Soloist. You know why I don't own one? When they produced them so far, they produce a certain color with a hardtail and a certain color with the tremolo. And they never produce a color in the hardtail that I like. It's why I don't have one.
I was jamming some Chimera the other day.
Love Chimera.
Yeah, when we first did the video for the the Dark Matter.
Yes.
I was listening to Chimera that day, so that riff was kind of Chimera influenced.
There you go. There you tell your buddy.
Yeah.
Colton's over here stealing his cuts, I'm just kidding. Oh man, listen, I hope we're not missing anybody. And if you asked something and I didn't get to it, please just put it back in there. I'm sorry. Like I said, we don't have an itinerary tonight. We just wanted to talk to you guys. That's cool, man. That's cool.
That's awesome.
That's cool. How's everything going with you? Are you I know this sounds horrible coming from me, but I mean, you still got your channel and you're still clicking along? Because, dude, I don't ever get time to do nothing. So I hadn't had a chance to look. He said, after 2 months of metronome training. Yep. There you go. Nothing Remains. Cool.
Nothing Remains is a really good song.
Good, Mike. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Listen, man, everybody that's won a guitar, man, we're super stoked for you guys. It's just the coolest thing in the world when people message us and go, hey, I won. I can't believe I won. And if you haven't won a guitar, it don't mean nothing. I can't promise you're going to win one, dude. It is just a spin of the wheel. It ain't got nothing to do with us. It's a spin of the wheel. And sometimes people been on a couple of days and won a guitar. Sometimes they're on here 6-8 months and ain't won a guitar. So we don't ever know.
Yep. You can't ever win if you don't ever try.
But listen, man, we're not boasting, but I bet you can't go out and find another channel that puts a free guitar up every week. And we're not trying to be that channel. We're just trying to. We can't give everybody in the world a guitar, but we're
trying.
We're trying to do our part. So, hey, but you know what I saw on YouTube in the last couple of weeks? There's a lot of YouTube channels that are now doing duels. I wonder where they got that idea.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Maybe it's a good idea.
Thank you, Mike. We appreciate you. We're nobodies. We're just we talked about this for months, and we tried to be business people and hit this from a business, and it didn't work. So we just said, screw it. We're going to buy a whole bunch of guitars, and we're going to sit down and start playing. And if people don't want to watch it, they can go somewhere else.
Yep.
And then a couple weeks in, I kept seeing all these entry-level guitars, and I'm not lying. I hadn't had one in a long time. And I said, you know what? Let's just get some of these damn things and review them and see if any of them are any good anymore. And as soon as we got it, I said, we're going to review that and get out of the way. And that's just what's happened. Thank you, Will. Appreciate you. See, so this Saturday, so we give away on Saturdays. It's usually 6 to 7, depending on when we get in from work. That's when we give away the guitars. Wednesday nights, usually at 6 o'clock is when we're reviewing a guitar. But since we're doing this tonight, the review guitars come out at 7:30 Central. Yeah, don't give up, man. Just hang in there. And if you don't like us, just hit the mute button. But please, when we come on, if we don't say your name, just hit the mute button, turn on the notifications, hit the like, subscribe, all that crazy stuff that you have to do. Here's the reason we're here. One of the best feelings I've ever had in the world, and Colton knows this, is we paid $3,500, $4,000 for a custom guitar, and we waited 6 months. And we sent it to somebody we didn't know. Had no clue if they stole our money. And we were just stuck with whatever they sent us. And those were a very long 180 days.
Yeah.
And when that package came in and we opened that and saw what we got for that money, that's the best feeling in the world. So what we really want to do is to keep making this channel bigger. And instead of me going, or Colton going and buying a $200-$300 guitar to give you guys, we want some of the vendors to come and go. It's probably going to start with some of the bigger name vendors. Go, here, take this guitar, review it, and give it away. And that's better. But what we're after is we want to be able to give you guys either a certificate or an already made custom luthier guitar. Mm-hmm. That's the purpose of this channel. Nobody really has to spend a ton of money on the channel. There just has to be a lot of people on the channel. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you, when we get a lot more subscribers, people that make guitars, they're going to see the worth in that, and they're going to allow us to either give us a guitar or give us a guitar where we can afford to pay for it and give to you guys.
Yeah.
Hope that makes sense.
I think Mike said he felt like he won the best one because it was from MWS. And I would almost have to agree. I like my MWS guitar.
Oh, yeah.
It plays really good.
What did I miss that? I said,
let's see. It might be up a bit. Maybe 2 or 3 up.
I know what you guys put in because I am monetized on YouTube, but I would be homeless on it. Yes, sir. You will be homeless on this, my brother. You ain't making no money. There's no money in it. I hope all is well. Crap, I forgot about the mute button. Right. Thanks, Burnt. We appreciate it.
This one?
No, the white one is not the Saturday giveaway. Stop. You cannot have that guitar. Saturday's giveaway is the other Les Paul copy. It's the Groat, but it's the one that everybody picked. It's the charcoal. I mean, not the charcoal. What is it? Charcoal burst. Mm-hmm. That's Saturday's giveaway. Now, you, Mads, you said that his name is Arnold.
Rob Arnold.
Is that who it is? Rob Arnold?
Rob Arnold.
Okay. He's got his own channel. I might have to check that out. Dang, there's too many comments. All right. Well, that's what we're doing, guys. The whole purpose of this show is to get to a point. Yeah, the wait for Kiesel is brutal. And I haven't ordered one because I won't wait. But you want to hear what's sad, Mike? For a year and a half, I've been watching the in-stocks. And if they ever have one that I want, I'll buy it that day.
I told him if he would have just ordered a Kiesel already, he'd have one.
I'd have 10 by now.
Yeah.
You did sand the neck. You like that better, Burnt? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea, man. That's a good idea, Drag. We can do that. We can put that together in no time, especially if we're not playing. You know, Colton's the picky one about his playing. That's why it takes an hour and a half to write a minute or two cut. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we can do that. We can put something up and it won't be for. We'll create the track. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have a headless 8 Kiesel for sale, man.
Really?
Hey, you got my email, Mike. Text me a picture of it. I just got to see it. I'm not saying I'm buying it, but I got to see it. Total spray recommendations. Already tried blinker fluid hack. All right, so a lot. We've tried to tell everybody this stuff over the year we've been on here, but it's all bits and pieces, so everybody don't know it. We use the Quad Cortex for a reason. Nobody has the money to go buy a Quad Cortex. I know that, $1,600. But all the tones you hear on here are their $100 deals that you can put on your computer. Like right now, we only use the Gojira X. And everything you hear on our channel is the Gojira X on the reviews. Now, if we're playing something and it's not a review, I do merge out and do on stuff, different stuff. But for $100, you can put that on your computer and you can get the exact same sound we're doing. Yes, I'm a big fan of Carbon too, Mike. Sorry.
No, you're good. I was just going to say, Tyler, you don't know you need a 7 until you play
one.
Yeah.
And it's the same way with an 8. If you've only played 7s and you play an 8, you're like, that's pretty cool. Brian, what's up, man? Good to see you here. Tyler, we appreciate all you guys. So, in about 15 minutes, the video for tonight is going to be out, and it's 2 new guitars. If you want to go check that out, it's another duel, and maybe when you hear the guitars, you'll see why we pitted them against each other, even though they're kind of different. So I have the nameless. I have it. I've done 1 or 2 times. You've said something about it, and I've played a song specifically, wrote a song specifically, and put it up as a short, and you never said a word about it. So I was like, you know what? I ain't writing no more songs on name. I'm just kidding. Oh, you have a Prestige 7? Ooh.
Nice.
Yes. You met him at a VIP? That's nice, man.
That's cool.
I like Prestiges. I just don't. I know you guys think I hate big box, but I kind of do. I'm sorry. I remember when there wasn't but 4. I know. I have, but now I'm looking directly at you, Mad Hatter. I've got 2 or 3 on there, and it even says it on the short Nameless X patch. And I did that just for you, and you never even commented on it. I'm just giving you crap, brother.
Don't let him treat you like that.
I'm just giving you crap. Man, this channel is so much fun. It is a ton of work. We get messaged all the time. Any kind of question you could ever imagine, we get asked when it comes to guitars. I have not built any. The first fret knot guitar was going to be, but we were going to get all the stuff to warm up, but we ended up getting it somewhere else. But no, I haven't. No, I wasn't expecting. I'm just giving you crap, man. I'm just BSing. Don't take anything literal I'm saying. But I did do that. I thought, you know what? He's been asking for that. Mm-hmm. So I said, I'm going to write something, put it on the Nameless X patch. So I was coherent, and I did hear you.
We'll make it a point to let you know.
Yes, and if you see a short, watch the short, because if it's on the Nameless, it's going to say Nameless X on it.
Yep. You'll
know. But I do love that. It's hard for us to change off the patch we're on because we're trying to build a library of inexpensive guitars on tone. So if you're ever going to go buy one, you ought to have some place to come and hear what it actually sounds like. And if I don't keep that consistent, I'm kind of wasting your time.
Yep. Yeah, if we always just kind of swap it up, you'd have really no control or base to base anything off of, you know.
So I'm not going to say his name, but there's a YouTuber who plays on YouTube, and he reviews all kinds of guitars, and he's a really good shredder.
Mm-hmm.
But I've watched him review a $75 guitar and say he had to tweak it a little bit, and then I'll watch him play a $2,000 guitar, and you know what? I can't hear a bit of difference in tone because he's using his system to make that guitar sound good. That's duped me many a times trying to buy pickups offline. That's why we use one patch. We never touch it. If there's a variation guitar to guitar, you can hear it that way.
Mm-hmm.
We're not trying to sell you nothing. We're not trying to do anything, but we wanted that platform there. We wanted you a foundation. Now, whether you have that patch or not, you can at least hear what that Epiphone sounds like against the Gibson. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. So, Will. Yes. And it may be tonight. It may be on this night. This is the only time where it'll work for us. But in order for us to do lives, we have to stay ahead of the channel.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot do them both the same night. Neither one of us has enough time. So as long as we can stay ahead with content, we're going to try to run lives. And if we can do lives, we would like to switch over either the review or the giveaway to the live. And that'll help us because it takes one thing off and replaces it.
Yep.
Instead of taking two and making three.
Yep. And I like Metalocalypse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Yes. Okay. Well, you know, I'm just kicking it with you, Mad. You know that. I would never say you've been a super loyal person with us forever. Yep. Let me try to get something. All right. What's going on with my mouse? It's freaking out. Oh, all right. Any news on
Corey Feldman?
Signature code.
Spoke with him just the other day.
Right. Well, I don't know anything about live streams, brother. Maybe what we can do is, and we'll work on this for you guys. I promise you, we'll switch our shows to where one of them is live. And I don't know, maybe tonight on the video that comes out in a few minutes, or you can put it on here, but I probably won't find it on here. Just comment, man, which one would you rather have, the review live, or would you rather have the giveaway live? Because we just can't add a third show. This is an oddity right here for us. So I was trying to watch the other day. I saw Brian. I saw that, you know how you get those clips of Corey playing, and I never could figure out on that one what guitar he was attempting to play. But yes, the JD9 patch, man, it's Gozier X, but what he's done on that patch, and I'm not trying to talk for him because he's obviously who he is, you know what I mean? But he's combined a couple of different settings where most people use one, and he's kind of stacked things in and compacted it and pushed it in together. And it is, I don't care what guitar we put on it. It makes any guitar sound good.
Yeah.
So we just decided that might as well be our standard patch.
Mm-hmm.
The only drawback to that is if you go buy a guitar thinking it's going to sound like that and you go put it on a $12 practice amp, it won't sound that way.
Yeah, you definitely have to understand that it,
periphery's amazing. Sorry.
It's going to sound a little different for you. I mean, we're playing through distortion, so it wouldn't.
Two said, put the white guitar up. He's tired of looking at it. Put the white guitar up and get something else.
What can I get here? We'll get, get this.
Get something they haven't seen in a while. We're going to have to get out of here in a few minutes. Well, we don't have to get out of here, dude. Oh, hey, what's up, Jesse? So everybody, please say hi to Jesse from Soleil Custom Guitars. He ain't never paid us a dime, and we promote his stuff because until you've touched one of them, you just don't know what you're missing, man. And if you don't know who he is, that guitar at the first of the show, that Dark Matter, that headless, that's Jesse from Soleil Custom Guitars. That's the guy that built that. And he also built that one up in the corner.
Yeah.
And that one's sitting over there. So I have 3 of his too. Yes, I've heard about the boost boxes. Haven't done it yet. Say, why is my mouse not? Oh, because I have the wrong mouse. I have too many mice. Is that right? No, I have the right mouse. All right, let's see. All right, check out the boost box. Yeah, I know that. So what have you got now?
This is the Arda.
He's holding the Arda Martyr Shades 7 custom with bare knuckle juggernauts and flamed everything except for the body. The whole guitar's flamed.
Look at that. Fretboard, everything.
Mike's like, I love that guitar. Dude, that is a monster. So the wait to get one of those guitars is about a year. And I bugged that guy for 2 or 3 years. And I finally called him one night because I call him about every month. And I'm like, anybody not buying anything? Because I'm not going to wait a year. And he's like, you'd never believe it. He said, dude, just backed out on this and I just finished it. You want a Martyr 7? And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Ship it. Hurry up, ship it.
Yeah, the thing is, it's a beast. It's nasty.
Yeah. Oh, dang, I turn away and now there's a purple guitar.
Yeah.
No, it's not true tempered frets. It looks like it, but it's not. It is a 25 to 27, 25.5 to 27 7 string, but they're not true tempered. It's just probably because of the video. This dude hand carves this stuff, dude. Anyway, he's like Jesse, man. He's like Soleil. He just does some of the nicest work we've ever seen. He's in Italy, and it takes forever to get the guitar. You're going to Georgia? Nice deal, Mike. Nice deal.
Georgia.
We're not far from Georgia. Yeah, that fretboard. It's so sick. I mean, it's got juggernauts in it. You go out and check on the shorts, you can hear it. It's very, very deep and low. And it plays really good. It does not play like a big 7 string. I mean, he does really good stuff. I've been trying to talk Jesse into making me a 7 string, and if you don't know it, Jesse's on here. I keep saying Jesse. If I say Jesse, I'm talking about Soleil Custom Guitars, but he's on here now. And we are in the pre-process of designing a new Galaxy together.
Nice.
I have 2 guitars that I've had plecked. Yes. And I think it's amazing. I'm not wild about paying for it.
What is plecked? I think this is
so they have a machine usually which they do it with new guitars, but they have a machine and they put your guitar in and it checks Jesse could probably tell you more than me, but it checks everything to the 100,000th. And it aligns everything, tunes everything. You know what I mean? It intonates everything.
I see. String
height, fret height. It's a complete for the whole guitar.
It's an overhaul.
The machines. Do we have one we didn't like? I don't think, because of the price point, I don't think there's one we didn't like. I think what it is maybe we felt like it really wasn't up to par for that money. Let's put it that way. No, I'm not in Georgia. I am on the Gulf Coast, the Gulf of America. I'm just kidding. So since we have Jesse on here,
someone was asking about the Galaxy.
This is an Orion. The purple's a Galaxy.
The purple's the Galaxy.
But it's okay.
That's right.
Just love to see the Orion.
We'll get the Galaxy too.
So I've told you this, guys, 100 times. If you're new to the channel and you don't know who Soleil Custom Guitars is, man, make sure you go check those people out. Let's see. Yes. So $300 and under, you cannot beat tees. I don't care who you are, where you are. $500 and under, the MWS is insane. But just know, Michael, on that one, that's my guitar. He built that for me and Colton, just like he built Colton's guitar. That one costs a little bit more money, but his $500 guitars are freaking amazing for $500. Yeah, I understand. What a time to be a guitar addict. I mean, yeah, play it right. So my wife, I'll say there's a package coming tonight. She's like, what guitar did you get this time? Yeah, that's one of the... When I bought the first guitar from Jesse, I bought a different guitar. I bought a Galaxy, and I almost bought this one. But anyway, I bought the other one. And long story short, he had somebody looking at that one, and I thought it was sold. And like a couple months later, he put it on sale on his site. And I'm like, what? They didn't buy that? And he's like, no. I'm like, hurry up and send it to me. So...
I'll get the other one.
Well, an expensive guitar does not make you better. So the red one behind me is a prototype from Grezina. It is a guitar they should be starting to make in the next month or two. It has Fishman's in it, a flame maple top, ebony fretboard, stainless steel frets. Really nice. It's going to be kind of mid-tier pricing, maybe the same amount as maybe a Prestige or probably a higher end LTD, but they're going to start making it. And I actually talked him out of it while I was at NAMM. They took it to NAMM. They built it and took it to NAMM as a showpiece. And before he left, I had him shipping it to me.
So you might have to get the other Soleil, but then they were asking the Grezina. Pretty sure that's the red one.
Yep.
And then the purple one there, that's the Galaxy, right?
Yes, this is the other Soleil. So I'll just give you a chance to look at this one. I guess you do it because the camera's over with you. They should be making that guitar anytime now. Yes, Soleil. He just his finishes are amazing. Well, the problem is if you're newer to the channel, what's on that wall is like literally half. The other stuff's over there against the wall. Yeah. Jesse said, any color you want, no extra charge. Well, wait a minute, Jesse. The other night I told you something about orange and you kind of scoffed at me.
So this one's got that like a matte finish.
It's got that satin neck.
Satin neck on the back. I really like those kind of finish.
They should start producing this guitar anytime now. We've had it about 6 months. We just got lucky. I'm very persistent ask Jesse. I'm very persistent about buying guitars, and I talked him out of it from NAMM back in January.
It's really aggressive in tone and playability.
Yeah, it's got Fishman's in it, and it's just nasty. So what happened on that, man, is I called them one day. I heard they were having a special, and I think we bought 12 guitars. And they got close to being sold out, and they kept calling me and, hey, man, you want to buy any more guitars? I'm like, well, you got any more diamonds? And they're like, no. And I said, no, I'm good. I was just buying the diamonds because I know a little bit about the history of those guitars. They're not $2,000 guitars, but they dang sure ain't $250 guitars. So at least we found you guys some really good guitars to give away that we could afford to give you.
Yeah, I like Schecter's as well.
Oh, he's the fanboy for Schecter.
I mean, besides my MWS, I have 4 guitars. One is MWS, and the other 3 are Schecter's.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And we did one Schecter review and giveaway because he's such a great Schecter fan, and I love Schecter. It's just it's like Kiesel. I can't never find the exact one, you know. Thanks, CD man. You didn't have to hang out that long. We really appreciate you, man. You own the Omen? Nice. Cool. Well, guys, if anybody's got anything you want to keep talking, we're not here to keep you guys or whatever. We were just trying to do this to actually get away from just being stomped behind the camera on videos. You love that diamond? That's good. That's good. But I mean, if you guys would like to see us keep doing it, man, we'll do our best to work it out.
Nice. I bet it is. I have who makes it or not?
Don't they make the John Brown in a 7.2? I think
so.
I think that was the one I almost bought was the John Brown 7.
Mine, I have a Schecter 7 MK. I think it's MK3.
Oh, that thing! The neck on that thing is amazing.
It's an artist signature guitar, and I had never heard of them before I bought the guitar, but it plays great. Love it.
The white guitar brand is Lacello, Lacello, and they're from Canada.
The Bolero Rocks.
Yeah, the Bolero Rocks.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one a lot.
Yep, we loved Chippy.
Mm-hmm.
We actually were kind of happy that it don't get mad. We were kind of happy that it had little spots on it because that meant we didn't have to give it away. Yeah. We played the crap out of that guitar. It's a good little guitar. But Yeah. So, however you guys want to handle it, man. If you guys want to go, whatever, we're not trying to keep you guys. We just wanted to be able to sit and let you guys ask some questions, and we wanted to ask you guys some questions because it's kind of dry on just doing video. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you don't never know if you're actually reaching people though. But we really, really appreciate you guys coming in tonight. That's amazing.
I've been meaning to bring my Schecters up here so that
We've
we
been.
could.
It's
So
been
that,
over a
yeah,
year, and at the start, we were going to review his guitars, and we have not reviewed a single one yet. So that's his fault.
yeah, we need to, just so that something different, and give them a little more information on, like, I have an Avenger. I have a Hellraiser Avenger, and I think they may still have the Hellraiser line going. I
They
think.
do have the Hellraiser, but I haven't seen an Avenger in a while. But now I'm not looking for them every day.
But it might be worth reviewing those just to give you some info on those.
Yeah, just to get some info out there. If we had more time, dude, we'd do a video for you guys we'd review something new every day. Now we probably wouldn't give you something new every day, but we'd do a new video. We're really pushing to be able to have time to do what we do. Yeah, and I can't, Mike, I think I paid $3,500 or $4,000 for a custom Les Paul 20 years ago. And it was specced out. And when I got it, it was gorgeous. And I took it out of the box and played it. And I was like, yeah, it's nice. It just didn't have it. I don't know what it was. It never had a problem. It didn't have a flaw. It just didn't have no soul. I don't know what it was.
Yep.
So that was the last one I ever bought. And I had bought multiple. I said, no, I'm going to get people like Jesse. I'm going to get single builders to build my guitars. Well, guys, this has been amazing. If you didn't get your question in tonight, man, just message us. The video's out right now on the 2 giveaways. Make sure you go watch that. Get on those giveaways. You have the C Plus series. Yeah, the Hellraiser without the M. Yep. And those Hellraiser Avengers are sick playing. Yeah, they are. Yep. And most ever pay for a guitar would be $1,000. Yeah, and to believe it or not, these days for $1,000, you can get a really, really good guitar. Whereas used to, like we were talking about, if you spent $250 on your first guitar, you might as well throw that in the trash. That was garbage.
Yep.
It wasn't even worth buying.
I don't know what they go for now, but on the subject of the Hellraisers, I think mine was like $850, and that was in 2009, 2010.
So Mike just owned that. You may not have been on the channel when we reviewed it, but we have a Vola from Japan, and it has one of the best necks I've ever put my hand around. And on that show, I said that's the closest to a Carpathian neck I've ever tried.
Yep.
Yeah, they're expensive, but man, those are nice guitars. Thank you so much, Mike. We appreciate you. We don't plan on slowing down. Everything's going to stay the same. And that Fogil, man, we were super amazed. We thought that was going to be hot garbage. And that was actually a really good little guitar, man. I like that.
Vola. I'll get the Vola.
We will do our best to do some more Metal Guru. Yeah, Vola. If you don't know anything about Vola, man, that's Japanese luthiers. That's a Vola. Dude. That's a Vola with the Evertune.
Yeah, look at that.
That's amazing. Thanks, Tyler, man. We really appreciate you. Wasn't trying to keep you, man.
Has a kill switch on it. It lights up too. Lights up around that button.
Yeah, it's an LED light up on the kill switch. It's really cool. Played a Z Glide neck. I've heard that, Will. What is that from? I know that name.
I like the Evertune.
So the difference between the 900s and this one was $1,455, and it is an artist guitar. It is the only artist guitar I own. This is stainless steel frets, ebony fretboard, roasted maple neck. It does have their pickups, an Evertune bridge, locking tuners, Goto locking tuners on it for $1,400. Now the 900, I don't know if it comes with stainless steel or not, but I guarantee you that guitar plays just like that.
Yeah, it plays real nice.
And that's one of the best playing guitars you'll ever put your hands on. It was $1,400. Bought a Dean Razorback Rebel.
Nice.
That's the last time I ever spent that kind of coin. Was you happy with it, man? Was that did you get a good one? Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, just check them out, man. Just do your own deal. But I'm just telling you, Vola's amazing. That's Japanese luthiers, man. Oh, Dean Zielinski have a Z-Glide. Then no, I know who Dean Zielinski is. I know all about the stuff they're involved in, but I've never played the Z-Glide neck. They have it at 1609. So mine was 1555, and I got a 5% coupon. So shipped to my house was 1475. Oh, yeah. I know what that is, Will. I know what that is. Yeah. So I've heard that's amazing, but I have yet to put my hands on it. But that thing there, I'm probably as proud as that as anything on that wall because of what I paid for it and what I got. It's that good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not, you can ask anybody, especially the luthier that's sitting in here. I'm not a fan of factory built guitars, but I'll tell you what, that Vola, that's nice. And it's just like that ESP E2 up there. It's Japanese luthier. They're just different. You know, I'll trust them before I just trust big bots, you know,
Yep.
I trust them, but I trust Jesse more. So Jesse, you came in late, but earlier today I thought I'll just wear my Soleil shirt tonight. And then Colton got here and I was busy and we got started filming. I looked over and he's got his dang Soleil shirt on. I was like, crap. There's a ton of guitar shops there. And I was in Tokyo, outside of Tokyo in the military years and years ago, but I wasn't buying any guitars at the time, but I kicked myself because I was right over there by that and never did do anything with it. So, yep. Yeah, please hit the like and subscribe. Anything you can do that helps, man. No sponsor gives us any money. Nobody gives us nothing, dude. We're just here. Well, I'll take that back. Every 2 or 3 months, YouTube will send me enough money to get a hamburger. So there you go. Yeah, so we got to thank Colton and not Rob tonight because mine's sitting right there in the closet. Now, we was halfway through the show and I looked over and I went, dang, he's got his Soleil shirt on. I should have wore mine.
Just thinking ahead. You're welcome.
Best
no problem.
knives, you are right. You're right. And some of the best guitars, for sure. Okay, that's good. I did not know that. So I've heard of those guitars, but I've never played one. That's the reason I was asking you that, Mad. So now that your account got screwed up and you're Mad Hatter and you're not the Ghost Kid, what's the? I don't want to just call you Malachi. Do I just call you Mad?
Mad.
I'll just
Hatter.
kick it with Mad or
Mad
Hatter.
Hat.
I can call you Hatter. What's up, Hatter? Hatter hater. I'm just kidding.
Shame Ghost Lad got hacked. Ghost Lad was a cool name.
Yeah, it was. That was a good name.
Mm-hmm.
We really liked that name, but I still like the Mad Hatter too.
Mad Hatter's good as well.
Yeah. Well, guys, I guess we probably need to close this out. If gone to muscle shows since
nobody knows that. No, nobody knows that.
They all know we're in Alabama.
That's a secret.
We're on the Alabama Gulf Coast. It is what it is. So I'm originally born and raised in Memphis, and so I have been to Muscle Shoals many times, but not since I've lived here 13 years now, and not since I moved here. No, been by there, but I ain't stopped. Jalen pickups made in the USA. I have not, Michael, but I will be looking them up after this since you mentioned it.
I had to chill out wearing the beanie. I think my hair was falling out.
So he came in tonight and opened the door to the studio, and I was like, "What? Let me get you a toboggan. Let me get you a hat." He's like, "No, I'm not wearing it." I'm like, "What? We've been doing this a year, and you're not wearing your hat?"
Yep, the hat's all right. I don't mind the hat, but I think the beanie was killing the follicles.
The beanie was killing the follicles.
When winter rolls around, though,
might have to use that again.
I'll be breaking it back out.
What's your take on the pickups, Mike? The Jalen's are good. Yeah, there was one other show that we did he said Alabamans think syrup is tea.
I do like syrup on just about everything.
Right?
Yep.
I'm not an Alabamian. I live here. I'm not an Alabamian. I have nothing against anybody from Alabama. And I live here, and I'm proud to live here, but I am not an Alabamian.
I think I've lived in Alabama for about 30 years.
Yeah, you're pretty much almost full time.
I'm 35. So.
Yeah, you're pretty much full time Alabama. Everybody pretty much. I mean, we're not trying to keep it. It is what it is, but we're along the Gulf Coast of America.
Yep.
Right. See, I had a humbucker and a single made for my Ibanez 365 reissue. Oh, nice. Cool. You have a video coming out in 2 weeks on the 48. You going to put one out on the Slug mic? Bet. I want to see that. The famous Missing Beanie.
Yeah,
it's the first thing I saw when he came in the shop.
I'll have to wear it next time then.
I think it's cool for you to, branch out.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just kidding. I don't really care. It is what it is. I just want to tell you guys, everybody may not be left on here. I don't even know how many people's on here right now.
19, I think.
There's 19.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are amazing, man, for even hanging out with us. We try to do what we can do, and we try to keep all the roller coaster stuff that goes on with the channel out of y'all's eyesight. So basically, you can live your life, and then once a week, twice a week, you can tune in, and maybe get a chance at winning something. I like your reviews for the budget stuff. That is my market. You guys heard of Son of Amazon? I ordered one. No, it wasn't a Sun Smile. I ordered one of those brands that are buried on Amazon, and it took a long time for it to ship. And when it shipped, according to tracking, it got halfway to me and disappeared. And then Amazon sent my money back. I will look that up, though. I promise you, I will look that up for you. And if I can find something, we'll get one. So the shirts we have made, I'm not going to get into it, but those are the same shirts that my wife owns a company, and that's the company shirts. I just had fret knot done on them, and I wear those shirts every day of my life. Not saying fret knot, but I have about 10 of those shirts, that same material. And that's my knockaround shirts once I take my work stuff off. Mm-hmm. So comfy. I wear that, and I know that's why we built those. Those shirts are amazing.
Comfy shirts.
And so what did you say?
I'm not sure. Where?
Mike, that's a damn phone. Cost me $145 custom made to my specs with a return of 3 days. Explain, Mike. Thank you, Drag. Really everything you guys do. We see it. We may not become, but we see it, and we really appreciate you. And we're just trying to have a little fun, spread some cheer. The world's full of BS, man. There's a whole bunch of bad crap going on. I don't care who you are, how much money you are, how much money you don't have, and we just try to stay out of that and at least provide, a little bit of normalcy and freaking give away a guitar at the same time.
He said he sells waffle beanies. So the brand of beanie I wear is called I think it's called Redis.
Redis?
Reddes. Redis. And they're like really super soft inside, and they're kind of like the slouchy style. They're not super tight to your head, and they have a little sag in the back. I don't know. I found those one day.
It does have that sag, doesn't it? Yeah. That's built in like that. That is cool.
I saw those one day, and I liked it, so I just got 2 of them.
Drag, I sent them an email to try to get them to put that on my site, and I'm stuck waiting on customer service, but I am going to move that up to where the 4 and 5Xs are on there also. I apologize. That was their recommendation when we did it, and we did it super fast. We did it like 2 hours before a show one night to try to get them up because everybody was asking for shirts. So that's my fault. But I will get that fixed to where those are on there. So if you do decide in the future, you can go get one. The banana hammocks, man, we need those, don't we? Good deal, 6. That's great to hear, man. We love it. We really love it. You guys hang out with us. I think Ert is probably, if they're not the best, they're in the top 1 or 2 on Amazon. They're probably the best. They're probably a little bit pricier. They could maybe get one a little cheaper than Ert, but I don't know if you can get better quality. Banana hammock, it's taken 6 months, Will. All right, guys, I guess we're going to get off here, man. We really appreciate it. This has been amazing. Yep. We will just watch the channel. There's a new video up right now. Go get in on those guitars. Richie, what's up, man? I didn't even see you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to scroll through all this stuff. Just make sure to say hi to you. I guess we're going to get out of here, and we're going to try to actively work on doing this, and maybe switching out one of the weekly shows for a live edition of it. So if you think about it, maybe on the video that's coming up, just message in there if you'd like the giveaway. Just either type giveaway or type review. Just make that a comment, giveaway or review, and we'll know kind of which one you guys would rather see. Heading that way now, always the bride's lane, but it's fun to enter. Hey, you never know, man. You just don't know. And hey, listen, if you won, that don't mean you need to leave. We've had 2 people that have won twice.
Yep.
So there you go.
Yep.
And one of them's in here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And he has 2 guitars, and he's still trying to win another.
Yeah.
Which is what I'd be doing.
Take it up with him.
Good night, too. We appreciate you. Later, Metal. You guys have a great night. We'll be in touch.
Yep.
Peace.
Have a good one.
Oh, I keep thinking this is a stinking. This one's not a touch screen.